What's up, YouTube? It's your boy King Wowzer. Y'all know I'm coming with that street knowledge you can't get in college. Now, there's something came across my desk last week. When I say came across my desk, somebody put a bug in my ear and sent me something. So I'm looking at it, and it's a dude that lost his life wearing a H-star hat, a Houston Astro hat, which is known to be wore by the Hoover criminals, right? If you fire dudes, you Hoover Crip. Gangster Crip at that. So when I'm looking into the story, I heard two stories to this. He was in Compton, and he lost his life behind that hat, right? Wearing that hat. Then I hear that was not the case. I heard a whole different story that I don't even want to go there with all that type of stuff. I want to stick to the subject matter at hand, which I'm reading upon. Y'all see what it say. It's like, what hats can you wear? Now, if that dude lost his life from wearing a hat that's worn by the Hoovers, it's hard to not to be judged wearing that hat. Because you can wear, say I got a hat on right now, you can have a M hat or like a Brewer hat. You can have a Yankee hat. You can have all baseball has a Detroit hat with a D, and it's all the representation of multiple gangs, war about multiple gangs, right? But if you got that H on, that only represents one. Maybe if this is said to be true, he in Compton, and some dudes seen him, maybe they some rivals of the Hoovers. They ain't ask no question, which I hope they ask the question. But sometimes it's like when you got that kind of hat on, they don't even want to ask you no questions. It's that, you know what I mean? But like it's like this hat I got on right now. You probably got a neighborhood or two that will wear this hat. Back in the day, who was wearing this hat was a Damu set. If you're familiar with gang banging and hats, you know who it is. But who wear it now, it's crazy. It's like one of them, they was enemies of one another. It's like they switched it, right? But it's not like everyday hat. It's not their hat, right? So if you got a Colorado Rocky hat on, baseball hat, right? And you're wearing the Colorado Rocky, they're gonna think you from Grape Street, right? But at the same time, you have some Raymonds, they're gonna wear it because it's actually CR. We would have a little like we on that C, we override it with that G, like it's a GR, like grape and purple and black. The Raymonds will wear it for Crazy Raymond or whatever, right? If you got a Brewer hat on, they got the glove, then they got one with just the letter with the M. Now, the middle, you could be, it depends where you at in LA, where they can, okay, he from Menlo. He from Mansfield. So these hats plays a big part in LA politics. If you got a Seattle Mariner hat on and you in LA, more than likely they're gonna think you from 6-0. But if you in Compton, they're gonna think you from Southside Compton, right? And if you got an NY on, you got the NY hat on. That's a representation of either if you in LA, you from neighborhood. If you're in Compton, you from Nutty Block. But it's a variety of hoods that just wear them. Like when I used to wear them back in the days, in the beginning of our time, before this hat thing became a thing, I wore it for young nigga. We just wearing it. That's who I am. We used to wear it a lot. So if you got a Pittsburgh Pirate hat on, right, and you in LA, it depends where it depends where you from or how you feel. Like you got some Pasadena Lane, they'll wear, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, you know, like the PJs dudes used to wear it before they found it they had was the Blue Jay. They got the Toronto Blue Jay. PJs, they're gonna wear that hat. You know what I mean? Pirates, sometimes they wear a P hat, the Pittsburgh Pirate or the Philadelphia Phillies. It happens, right? Or you got a Cincinnati Red hat. Campanella Parks wear that, you know what I'm saying? Or you could be from Centerview, Centinela Park in Inglewood, they're gonna wear those hats. Like for real, it depends where you at, would you be judged upon because you have Compton Cedar blocks, they wear that. You got Circle City Pyrus and Watts. You will see them with a dude with a C hat. It don't stand for nothing in Watts. It don't stand for nothing in Inglewood. He from Circle City Pyru. No, Pyru, the only Pyru set that's in Watts, right? So these baseball hats is real heavy in LA, y'all. You have to be careful. You have to be discreet. You might well just put an NBA hat on or an NFL hat. But it's like, it's something about the fitted hats of these baseball caps. I love them. And I used to always say, only hat I would never wear, these are my bros, I wouldn't wear a Hoover hat, right? I couldn't, like, I'd be like, man, I just told somebody this like 2 months ago, like, I wear it, but I gotta be out of state somewhere, man. Because they get judged too hard, man. Like, you from Hoover, it's like one of the most hated, if not the most hated gang in LA. You know what I mean? Like, for real. So I want to help y'all out with these hats, man. But you better off wearing a Dodger hat. Just put an LA hat on. You come out here. If you come from whatever you're from, a different state, you want to show the love for LA, put a Dodger blue hat on. You'll be all right. You know, it's like you got the St. Louis Cardinals. I mean, if you're in the jungles, you're on that side of town, you're going to wear that. You got some bounty hunters, they'll wear it for sure a lot. Baseball hats, y'all. Like, if you got an Oakland A's hat on, they're going to think you from Avalon. If you got an Angels hat on, Carolina with an A, they're going to think you from where? Avalon or Athens Park. It depends where you at. Even though there's red, but it's like more than likely in LA, they're going to think, because they've been adopted those, the Athens Park been adopted those A hats. You know what I'm saying? So they tend to wear it. Or if you're from Avenue Pyru, you're going to wear those hats. Hats means everything out here in Los Angeles, y'all. You have to be real careful. I know we love our baseball hats, but I don't know why people don't just get them, like, just get in tag with your football team or your basketball team and call it a day, y'all. Get you a Laker hat, get you a Clipper hat, a Charlotte Hornets, get you a Spurs hat, just for fashion. Those baseball hats will have you catching the case or you be catching the ride to the mark. Wearing them baseball hats. And it's another hat that it draws strong hate. This hat draws strong hate as well, right? Because now Compton is his own. Compton is his own thing. Compton is his own thing, y'all. And hey man, if you got the F, there's the F with the Florida Marlin, right? So if you in Compton and you got that F, that Marlin, they could think you from front hood. But if you're in LA, they gonna think you from 40s. You could be in Compton, they'll think, okay, what, you from foreign? You know what I'm saying? that Marlin, that Florida Marlin, you gotta be careful with the Florida Marlin. And y'all would ask, okay, well, what hat for whatever city, state you from, wherever city, state you from, that fitted hat, it stands for something, y'all, out here in LA. So like the Arizona Diamondbacks, it's just an A. So whatever gangs with an A, they'll wear that. But it's not too many people known for wearing those Arizona Diamondbacks. Ain't nobody known for that. Okay, if you okay, let's say you Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers, that's like a lot of trays. I wear a T hat. You know what I mean? I'm from 103rd. Sometimes I put my T hat on. The A trays gonna put it on. Even in Watson 10 lines, they'll put that on. You know, like trades, 4 tray gangsters, they'll put it on. You know, because it's the powder blue one. They got a red one. They got a dark blue one. And you got the TC hats, right? So you see people to fit a hat on that say TC, more than likely he's gonna be from 30 Crip. But it can stand for a variety of gangs out here that with that TC. Like for real. I I couldn't leave the TC out, y'all. I couldn't leave that out. Like the Cubs, you from the Chicago, like the Chicago Cubs. A lot of Compton homies wear it. It's just a seat. You can be a crib, anybody can wear that seat, the Chicago Cubs. So kind of the seat, that it's kind of safe, you know. Just like you wearing a cursive W. You got a red cursive W hat on, fitted hat. Most likely they're gonna think you from Westside Paru. But if you're in Watts, they're gonna think you from Bonnihanna. You know, Bonnihanna gonna wear it for Watts. Y'all can ask me some questions, and I'm gonna revisit these comments and see if y'all got some questions about these hats out here in LA. And some young dudes really don't take heed, but they know, they be aware of these hats. But some dudes just be into fashion, like I don't even care about that, because you got some hoods, you can be from 6-0, and some of them dudes just do it. They have a T hat on, or somebody from A-Trade, they just have an S hat on just cause, probably for fashion. It can be for whatever reason, I don't know. You know, I'm like a hat person, but I know what hat not to wear, and I know where not to go when I got my hat on. Going up some back streets in my car. I'm not riding a fish tank, so of course I'm behind tent, you know. But you just can't be in certain areas with these hats on, man. When it's on out here, it's on. The first they gonna think with and it's just a baseball cap, y'all. You wear for fast to fit your the match your shirt, match your shoes, and here these dudes come, some gangbangers. They're gonna hit you up by like they might tell you to take the hat off. I mean, we had a party one time. This in 2006, I want to say. We had just had a game with the East Coast, the football game, right? Later, we go to a party. One of my partners say, "Hey, man, this is the party at." So we go there. I take about 25, 30 of my homies over there. We pull up. We go in there. I don't notice nobody from East Coast, right? Because it's a game we played. I'm like, damn, what? It's a dude coming there by my homie who had a T hat on. He had a blue Texas Ranger hat on. And the dude coming there and say, "Hey, homie, you need to take that hat off." I guess what I didn't hear him say that. The homie came, "Hey, man, hey, big homie." Homie said, "I ain't taking no hat off." So one of they homies coming there like, "What's up, man? Like, who is y'all? Like, who you?" I'm telling who I am, where I'm from. Like, this what y'all like, yeah, this what y'all doing here? And long story short, we was at the wrong party. This after party so I forgot my partner's name for 40s. He had to walk us out of there, man, because they was tripping. So we laughed once we got back to the project. I called one of my partners, like, "Hey, man, we got the wrong, you had no, it's not up the street." It was just crazy. From having a Texas Ranger hat on, it could have went bad. We in the wrong spot. Like, say he don't have that on, right? And he got a regular hat on. We probably been in partying, don't tell him what would have happened though. Like, we was just in there just partying, chilling and dancing, you know what I mean? Actually, we wouldn't even dance. We just by the bar just chilling, because we don't identify nobody in that party. And that's a game, like, we wasn't at the time, we weren't seeing eye to eye, you know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another day. And like we having back and forth shootings another day, it was just, I guess, you know, when you go somewhere deep, they deep, y'all deep, and things happen, you know what I mean? Party stuff, skating ring, Magic Mountain type stuff, right? But back to these hats. Out of town peoples. I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all game and knowledge on the hats and who hoods where y'all can go with these hats. You know, like when you come, you can be from Philly. Like, "Hey, man, I'm from Philly, so I'm gonna wear my Pittsburgh Pirate hat on." Y'all don't know LA wears. Y'all don't know, you know. But it's fine going to a mall with it. I guess you got to be in and out because somebody will hit you up. But LA people, sometimes just give people the opportunity to get hit them up. Bang on them, see where they from. Give them the opportunity to say they from here or they not from there before y'all start taking action over a hat, man. Please just do that, man. Because I don't know how true it is that brother really lost his life. There's too many stories. I hate when I hear these different stories and stuff. I hate reporting on it. If it ain't the facts or some factual, I don't even like to report on it. I don't even like to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I heard. I just wish they gave the dude the opportunity to say where he ain't from. Like, I don't bang, I just like fashion, you know. But you know, dudes in LA, they gonna say all kinds of disrespectful stuff. Nigga take the hat on, they'll wear that. They gonna say everything disrespectful to that game or to that hat, to that dude. Like, bro, I just got a hat on, man. And I stated in my one of my videos when I'm talking about the peace treaty. when I said in 94, 95, I think we went away with the, I'm just talking about in Watts. We went away with the color thing. Like we wasn't tripping colors as far as if I'm at a burger stand and somebody from Bonniana see me with a purple rag, he not going to trip. Or we see somebody, about a bank on Central right there in 103rd, he got a red rag on, we not finna trip in those times. But back then, before the peace treaty, you seen somebody with a purple rag over there on Central, and you from the Knicks or the Circles or Haciendas, oh yeah, you finna trip. So the color thing was gone. We not tripping the color thing in Watts, because somebody said something about it. I'm like, hey man, I don't, if you ain't my age era was around, man, you gotta just relax, bro. You just gotta relax. Yeah, the color thing was gone though. The color thing probably was in LA still, like, but not big. It was starting to fade away because you had people start embracing these gang truces like you see today. There's a lot of people in the gang truce. You got to look at when they start saying Figueroa, like you talking about some Figueroa. Who was that? Is the Devil Lane getting on the Devil Lane getting along with the 60s, or the A-Trays getting along with the Inglewood families? We talking about still they used to be rivals back in the day. But since the inception of the gang truce, a lot of Bloods and Crips start really congregating with one another, chilling with one another, like really sharing common enemies and stuff. So, it's happened. That's